Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of the Foolsopolis here in City Skylines, where last episode we implemented the super demand mod. And we got super demand. We got so many people moving in. So many people, in fact, that we actually surpassed 300,000 population. Well, guess what, guys? I turned the mod off and it still works. We still got 300,000 population. So everything we did last episode in that little tiny experiment, we get to keep. But with that huge population boom comes a whole brand new world of problems. Today I'm going to get some more connectivity all set up. I want to build an actual airport now. I think it's finally time that I build a decent airport in Foolsopolis. And with the new areas that we did build, I do need some public transport going to them. So if you guys do enjoy this and want to see more of the Foolsopolis, then please make sure you smash that like button down below. Wow, I spoke so quick there. If you're new here, make sure you do subscribe so you get notified when the next episode does come out. Damn, I should work in an auction. Anyway, guys, welcome back. Here we are. We got lots of stuff set up. Predominantly this huge chunk here. Wow, ridiculous. We got 302,000 populations, which is now bringing a little bit of traffic issues. I did see some traffic issues on the highway just here, but I think it's slowly dying down. We have a lot of industrial traffic right now coming in hot and heavy, but I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt for just a moment because we did add in so many tens of thousands more peoples. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt that they're still technically trying to move in, and we'll kind of see what happens a little bit later. But right now, I want to focus on the airport now. This was the original airport that we got in. We built this before the airport DLCs was even... Before we even knew there was an airport DLC coming out. And recently, it served 560 passengers. Pretty good. People are still using it. It's becoming very, very heavily used. But I think we need to get rid of it. And we need to build our own variation, our own version. And ultimately, I don't know if I'm a fan. I mean, I like the idea of building my own airport, but I feel like they all go to the same gate. I don't know if it's just me. There's bugs and glitches still within it, but hopefully what we build right now is going to be big and beautiful. Now, don't wait for this plane to take off before I go kaboom. 3, 2, 1, boom. Okay, that airplane did not make it. Right, we're going to delete all this road because I don't know if I'm going to have the same entry point. I do not know right now. So I'll delete it right to where we connect. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Now, I don't know if that road is also going to stay there. I don't know if I'm going to utilize all of this. There is so many unknowns going into this. So, what terminal are we going to use? Oh, we got the big circle classic concourse. It looks amazing. I think we've got to use this one, the ultra modern. Do we have to use it? I mean, it would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Oh, but then again, I just realized I've got to. Oh, I haven't got to, but there's multiple lines connecting up. We did have a up and over, basically. Now, I can do the exact same thing because some of these hang on, which one is it? Is it this one? Has one as well. But then I do kind of have to low-key connect them, so it is a little bit weird. But we can get them connected. It's not a huge problem. It's just choosing what the best one. I feel like the Ultra Modern is going to be the one I'm going to go for. But I feel like at the same time, I just need to delete this to create a little bit of space. Because I don't want it to cloud my judgment when it comes to placing down the subway line. So for the whole time I'm doing this, I've killed off the subway lines. But maybe I should... Should I build the runways first? Right, where's the runways? Runway, run away with me. Okay, okay, so let's say I had one going. Oh, okay, you're not long enough. Right, if I started here. Oh, and sorry, no, it is long enough. I don't have an airport area. I don't have an airport area right now. So let me drop down one of these. It's been a while since I last built one of these airports, guys. If I just drop that there just for the sake of zoning an area, I'll move it. I'll move it a little bit in just a moment. Let me go for the big brush size. Oh, undo. Okay, I can't undo. Okay, that didn't go to plan. I completely forgot it flattens your land. I completely forgot it flattens the land. Yikes. So I'm going to bring this down. I want to utilize that little bit of area. Man, I forgot it flattened. See, I'm telling you right now, guys. I've kind of forgotten how to build an airport. It's a good job this area is all flat. I'm now going to cause flooding because I've kind of gone over the edges. Oh, dear God. Seniac, do you even know what you're doing right now? The answer is no, guys. I've completely forgotten. So if I went from here, then, and I can run a runway, as they're more commonly known, I'm thinking 140. It's not too much space before they can take off. Can you do in crisscross? Did they still allow you? Did they allow you to do that? No. So maybe I can't get it to here like I was going to. That's kind of messed me up. Delete. Delete, delete. So if I went with one going down here, because I can play around with the terrain anyway and kind of create new little areas. One going down that way, or do you think even that's going to be kind of terrible? You know, I'm not a fan of these, to be honest with you. I'm going to have to redo the whole shoreline. I really am. So, okay, so if I went with... Oh, this is tough. Okay, if I go there and then run like this. Right, if I go by 140. And then I kind of do want to do one the opposite way. So if they land there and they come off this way, then if I can try and mimic this pretty decently. So if I go down by 20, start this one there to run up by 140, I have a double runway situation. So that can come out down there and connect to here. Well, I'm just delete back to there for just a second. So I'm thinking they land on this one, drive out. Drive out. Is that the correct term, drive? I think it is. And I don't know what I'm doing. And then, boom, in that way. Now, I mean, I've got it connected, so the indications are not throwing me out. But I'm trying to do it in a way where we can kind of get away with it. Where they do land on one and they do take off on the other. I don't know if that's going to be a thing. So if I go from there and go across here. And then that would obviously come up to there. I don't know if it works. Like if I don't have that connected, and I've got that where they land and come in, that one where they take off, would that work? By forcing them to have, I mean, because you can't tell the runway to be a landing or takeoff runway. I've got to terraform so much of this right now. That's going to be interesting to see if it's actually going to work. Right, okay, so moving this. This is going to be even more difficult because I don't know the best situation to kind of get it connected. Let me cancel that. Let me cancel that for a second. Because in all of this, we do have the ability to use the little concourses. Now, I could use this. Or I could just keep it straight standard. And then build from this. Which will probably be the better idea. So if I went up by 30. And then went across. So that's 35. So if I do another 15. That's 50. That's 50 there. I know it's in a straight line. So let me just base it off this for a second, because I can have that pretty much wherever I want. It's just down to me where I choose to put these sections. So how big is a large stand? So a large stand is that size. So definitely need to pull it back a bit more. So back again. La-di-da-di-da. Right, we'll go to there. To there. So if I drop down a couple of large stands to begin with, and this will be my first little step in the right direction. So if I do one, right, I'm going to do it to the kind of the edge of that. 2, 3, 4. Does that work? It kind of works. I've got 5 in total. So, like I said, in the grand scheme of things, how it would work then is they would have to go across this way if they wanted to leave, and then in this way if they wanted to come up. So if I do another 10 and go across, what I can then do here is bring Alright, bring that to there. I'll flip this one round. I might even throw a bend on it. Would it look right if I put a bend on it? Because they don't really have bends in the real world, do they? So I could cut you into there. I could do another one just there. And then that one comes out. So there's 2 like entry points into those 5 sections. Then obviously this would run down where they'll enter that point. But I've also got this. Excuse me, airplane. You're not meant to be taken off just yet. You're not meant to be taken off just yet. So what's the point in this one then that you're probably wondering? Well, I could also run that into there. If I brought this down... Oh, would it not... Space already occupied? What do you mean? Nothing a little bit of anarchy won't fix. So that runs down to there. Because I could kind of add in like a couple of small ones over on this side maybe. But there goes that airplane right now. So it is using that one. It's forced to use that one. Because that is then technically classed as the taking off runway. Means people will fly. It means when people arrive at Foolsopolis, they're first greeted with a view of the sewage before they land. Amazing, Seniac. Amazing. Please tell me more about these amazing airports and areas that you build. Right, okay, so I've got some kind of a system. Gonna extend this a little bit more. Beautiful. So, with that little section just there, that's perfect. What is it called again? Is it called the concourse? Yes. I could bring this up and add in a couple of extra ones. I could even maybe... Can you bend... Wait. No. You can bend the concourse area. Right. Going up to there, I know is... Well, it should be a 30. So if I come to a 29... If I do a 20 by 20 bend... Or do you reckon that's a bit too close? A 30... by 30 bend. Does that look just too ridiculous? Does that look too ridiculous right now? I could throw in... I could have thrown in something like... Oh. Hang on. Get rid of this. Add this to the building. Easy. Is that because it's anarchied? Yeah, that's because it's anarchied. Okay, forget that because that is a shambles. Although you can technically use these. Right, if I got this on the corner. I will move that road, by the way. I just want to create something a little bit different than what you would normally do. Oh wait, I'm using the wrong type of concourse. It's meant to be this one, isn't it? Alright, if I get the metro line, like, diagonal to the corner. Alright. If I delete you, and then bring this up and out. So that will be a 8 by 8 on the beautiful bend. So I feel like that would work. But you'd have to have so much stuff going around it. So it kind of doesn't work in that sense. So I'll keep it to there. But I feel like I'll have it coming up here and having something there. No, I could end it with it. I could end it with it, but... Come out by 10. I'm going to move all that road because it is kind of in the way. Right, drop in that there. Or the thing's slightly wonky. Alright, that's probably as good as I'm going to get it. So drop you there. Nice. We'll pause for a second. I'll delete the road to there. I'll keep it in from, like, where the bridge comes over. But delete all this road. So it gives me the space to work with. So I've got that there, which is really good. I think then, my options are to either have this connected in the center. Like that. Is that the center, you reckon? It is, yeah. I might have to rejig these. Yeah, I'm going to rejig these, so delete these. Right, we have an idea that is slowly coming together. So then, in reality... Oh, damn. Going back to the taxiways. So, what I could do is, all these coming off here, I can bring them down in that way. So they'll travel down here, keeping this one free for everyone getting up in that section. Genius. Well, not really a genius, but genius, kind of. I don't know what I'm creating, but I'm definitely creating something. He's definitely creating something, boys. Right, okay. So I feel like I should have all of this now kind of semi-central. So is it a good idea to... Oh, it's not a good idea to do that. It's definitely not a good idea to do that. We should have had this kind of central to this whole section. Right, delete again. Delete. Delete. And delete this. Well, we've figured it out, guys, okay? We've now officially figured it out. So going up by 30, going all the way across is 146, apparently. Okay. So if I delete, 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 delete. Right, we should have our kind of centralized moment. Boom. And there we go. We're almost up and running. It does kind of throw that completely out of the way, but I could add a new one in. It doesn't matter. We can build something new eventually. So then finally then, let's get all the stands in, because we're making some progress right now. So if I go for the centralized one and then work these either side. So we'll do one there and we'll do one there. Okay, so we're going to have the 5 again by the looks of it. So 5 in like there. We'll get a couple of medium down right now. So these medium will be interesting. I think we'll get the medium ones over this side. So 1, 2, 3. So again, 1. And then, oh, we're outside of the airport area here. 2, 3. Just so the small ones can go just here. So 1, 2, 1, 2. And how does that look? That one's a little bit too far over. Right, there we go. I think that will work. I think he says he thinks it will work, guys. Whether it does or not is a completely different story. So, I'm now going to bend this into each one, like this. Right, and then we are going to try, and I'll flip this round in just a minute. So I kind of like having the idea of having a couple of bendy ones. So that will go into there. So that then. And we've got to do the airport area all over again. Oh, you cannot build anything outside of the airport area. Alright, running that. So that's 26. If I bring it out by 16, we should be looking at a straight 10. Okay, 10 by 12. We'll roll with it. So that allows them... Oh, I just realized that doesn't allow them to kind of get in. Oh, I'm so dumb. He's so dumb. He's so foolish. Foolish. Right, it's okay. No need to cry. No need to cry. Flip them round. Now, we're going to have to do something magical here. 5 by 5. 5 by 5. Will planes like it if I did this? I don't know if they will. I don't know if they will. So we're a 10 away from that point. Oh, and guess what? More airport area needed. Yo, I'm going to run out of space right now. So that is a 10 away, right? Yeah. So 10 here. Now, if I can find 24 by... Oh, it's there. 28 by 28. And then you gotta flip that one round. So that one's going into there. That one's going down into here. 7 by 7. Boom. This is definitely a unique airport. Let's just kind of throw that out there right now. I'm can't wait for those airport and airplane enthusiasts to go, Seniac, what are you building right now? And I will reply, I have no freaking idea. It's the seashells, okay, guys? It's the seashells told me to do this. Right, so try and get something just bent around there, where I can then connect in like this. I won't mess about with this one. Right, hold on. I gotta flip that one back around. But I want to also make sure that we're not overcomplicating this section to where they'll get stuck. There we go. So we are forcing, or hopefully forcing them to, well, yeah, because that will be the shorter route to go down. They wouldn't go down here, up this way, back down, for these guys anyway. I'm just hoping it's not too many taxiways. What do you guys reckon? Too many taxiways right now? How does it look without it? Do you know what? It doesn't look too bad. If I can mimic what I've just created on this side, I think that will be quite a nice design. The key word is if I can mimic it. That is the key word. So, let's try this. I also agree with you guys right now in what the hell is he doing? 5 by 5. Okay, we're on it. Right, how did I do that last one? Oh, I just went straight from here, didn't I? No, that can't be like a 36 or 30 odd. 34? Is it just too far away to kind of connect it? Right, I'm going to go with that. It's a bit different. It's not perfectly identical. But we will learn to go with it. We will learn to enjoy it right now. So, this has got to go up. So, that is 33. So, I've come up by 23. That should be a straight 10 by 10 bend. And then coming out of here. Boom, boom. And then the final section. The final piece of the puzzle. I gotta do this. So, again, we'll follow this. Oh, I'm making them go the opposite way around here, aren't I? Boom, boom. So, in reality, that would... It would go diagonal there, but it's a bit close to that one. So, I'll anarchy it. So it's, again, identical. But this one, I'm forcing them to go that way. Now, if I did that, it matches that pattern. But it does mean they got to go all the way around. Which is not the end of the world. It will space them out quite nice. I'm going to flip this round anyway. Right, there we go. So, without doing anything else, you could quite say, Seniac, this is probably the worst airport design you have ever built. But listen, this is the Foolsopolis. Okay, guys, we were meant to not be normal. Okay? We were meant to not be normal. Right, I'm going to delete this, because that will just connect straight down to there. I don't need all this open space, by the way. So what I could do is I could... Oh, I don't actually... You know what? I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's a lot of open space, isn't it? Maybe I could... create an additional run for the water pumps. That would probably be a good idea. But before I go any more forward anyway, I've got to sort this monstrosity out while I've caused. Okay. Right, I'm going to pull that back. Just to there. All this monstrosity from these freaking airport walls has messed your boy royally up. Right, down to there. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is probably bringing this out to kind of match this. And then creating more of these little central points for the water sources so we can suck up the water for our water treatment area. I feel like that will be a kind of like a natural thing to do in a sense. So again, before I go any more forward and get planes actually coming in, I need to get the subway lines hooked up. Let me first do this key wall. There we go. So the subway lines then, it's a little bit different, this one. It is a little bit different. I'm not quite sure the best way about doing it right now. So, because we have multiple coming in from different directions. So I'm thinking I do a generic loop for the airport and then get these guys to connect in at various stops. So they still connect and all that jazz, but then we have a central loop going around. Now I don't know how this is going to play out for these guys, just because of, alright, that is, well, I'm going to bring that to there, just because it's a bit close here for that connection, but nothing the connection tool won't sort out. So if I did a connection then, boom, and go there to there, these guys will sort it out, right? Oh, no, excuse me. There you go. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's hope I can do the exact same thing here. Bring that right down. Beautiful. So that would be the initial loop. Right, and then we'll have this connected to that one and that connected there to continue that loop. So is it possible for me to even do this? Does that work? So again, without ruining or interrupting too much. Boom, straight in. If I cancel them stops, I don't know if this is going to work, but if I delete you to there, because I am technically anarchying it in. Oh, that's about right. Straight into there. So that central loop in the middle will be the one that kind of connects them round. But I've got this set up to a way where, I mean, it looks really funky on the ground, but it should technically work. Now, if I put it into play mode then, and just wait for the metro lines to kind of sort themselves out. Oh, yeah, this was the one that kind of... So these guys come into here. They had to kind of first connect to here. So that connection does work, and then it will come back, but I've got rid of the stop on this side. So, I mean, would I make it do the full loop? No, because if I have it terminate there, have this one, which goes to here. Right, I don't know how this one's going to play out because I've kind of chopped in the middle. Oh, I missed it. I clicked when I came off it. Actually, there's two lines here, isn't there? There is actually two lines. Right, there's one. So then, where does it come back from? It comes in from... to there. Right, where does that one go? Was it here? Yeah, it was that, but it came from this direction. I don't know if I can do it pulling it back, because I can't find where the other end of it is. But that would go there, meaning I think I've now got rid of the two stops that would take place here. So that one's there, that one's then there. And I think we're now technically back up and running. The only thing that we don't have right now, if I just pause, is the airport loop. So, even though they can walk down all this, which is perfectly fine, I want that loop where, you know, they come into the airport. Oh, should I actually get it going this way? Yeah. And then right, and they stop there. So it doesn't crisscross that one side. So there's a simple loop going around. It will be the airport kind of metro. And then you add them two lines. One completely bypasses it. One doesn't, but who's to say that this one here doesn't continue going up and having a stop over there? You just never know. But we're intertwined and we connected yet again with the metro line for the airport right now. We seem to have some aircraft doing their thing. Now, does this all get classed as one airport area? The Cozy International Airport. We need a good name for this. It's probably going to be called the Foolsopolis International. But we're already getting passengers already. There's 6 active flights. Interesting. But we don't have any way for anybody to get approach to it. So I think what I'll do is eventually I would flip or invert this trumpet to kind of go that way across. So then we can kind of come down and then in. And I'll probably move it further up as well. For this road is definitely going to be a bit more interesting. So if I bring this road up, oh, that's a good point. Seeing as we've got this ship directly underneath it, get these two, raise it up, raise that roof, baby. And there we go, perfect. And I think this road here will kind of bend with it. We'll kind of connect in, and that'll kind of go in that direction. But for now, right, because it's going to be a big job to change all this and do what I want to do, because there's something else I want to do right now anyway in today's episode. I'm going to kind of just do a makeshift connection. So, normal size, get above the ground. There we go. So if I stay, let's say... Right, is that 100% 30 away? No, 20 away, sorry. If I stay 20 away and it's kind of go up to there, right, delete you back to there. We'll have a connection like that. It could eventually be a roundabout, who knows? And then we'll pick a point there. Because to be honest with you, right, there's nothing stopping me. If I came out by 10 and 10, we're doing a little on and off ramp, but it might be too close to this kind of switch up right now. But it's there anyway, in case I want it to. I've got the spacings for the nodes, you know, pretty decent as well. And actually, I'm going to redo this. We'll come out by... Yeah, we'll come out by 20. By 10. By 10-ish. Rather than run parallel to the taxiway, let's just do what looks more normal. So bringing that down, connecting into there, bam to the bam to the bam to the bam, and bam. So it does a nice little wiggle route to kind of push forward, and then what it then does is it opens up then this side, this area for when I flip the trumpet around. Which that will come around and bend and connect to this. And then we have access to this area to work with. This is actually quite exciting. 'Tis quite exciting, young sir. And with that trumpet being flipped round as well, it means the highways have a decent connection to it as well. Now, for the purpose of just getting the airport connected to this road, I'm just going to do this. We're going to do that there. And to make it seem like it shouldn't be there, I'll do something like that because it looks obvious then that we shouldn't really have this type of road. And it'll then give me the kick up the booty to get it all connected. So just do something very simple right now. We got the Anna key on. I'll pop it up to there, bring you down to there. Just so the road's connected, put it into play mode. We're up and running. We're now technically up and running. So we're gonna experience some flooding. We are gonna experience some flooding because we changed the edges, but give it just some time. So yeah, that trumpet will be flipped. I'll probably move it up a bit, be flipped. It will connect to this road. And then we'll have like a road that connects to it or something like that. I'm not entirely too sure. Unless I move the trumpet further up, had that as a dedicated highway connection where we could do the upper elevation to the highway and the bottom elevation to the road. There's so many options that you can kind of play around with, which is really, really exciting. So we'll save that for another time because we've got to allow the whole city to understand what's going down. These look like, it looks like eyes, a nose, and then these are like the mouth. It's a weird one. They're the nostrils. They're the eyebrows. It does look like a really weird face, doesn't it? It does. And the runways are the lips. It's giving us a big old kiss right now. So, yeah, we got 6 active flights. We'll see how well this goes. I won't do any policies, and I haven't set up the airline headquarters or the other stuff just yet. I just want to get the bare minimum in. So we're pretty much up and running. But this is quite exciting. So we're all seeing them take off from here. We just got to eventually bear witness to one of them landing. And I know then we have a separate landing and takeoff runway. Very exciting, guys. Very exciting times right now. So, we'll let this do what it's got to do. And we'll come back to it. Because I want to take a look. How much we got? We got 311,000 people right now. That's gone up quite high. I want to take a look at this area. Because it does need some public transport. Because at the moment, the metro line ends there. Nothing for these guys over here. I'm hoping I can switch it up. And extend or utilize this line here. Coming down. Maybe I'm going to stop there eventually. But turning in to continue. Now this here is a full loop. So I don't really want to change that. I just want to kind of extend this line coming round and in. And it probably will kind of just be a back and forth route. I don't know whether to have it end there. Those guys connect here. So I don't want it to connect to that one. But we do need more connections coming through. So we'll get this one to come down. Bend there. Eventually we'll have a connection here. Don't want it to go over here because this is where we've got the train lines. Come down to there. Connection there. All the way in. Connection here. And I don't know whether to kind of delete that. Move it more centralized. Get that to connect in. That still connects there. It could literally end here. So we still have the connection. Right, let me just see what I've got. I mean, I could drop something as big as this. Connections in multiple ways. We got something like that with a bypassing route, but I need it going in both directions. What other variations have I used going around? It has predominantly been those big plaza kind of type things, hasn't it? Yeah, I think that would probably be the one. And if I dropped it here... Let's say I moved it over by 1 and I dropped it there, giving us space for a potential roundabout. So if I deleted this road in that whole section, and if I placed this, I wouldn't say it's central. No, we'll get it right to the corner, and we'll do it like this. Yes, we'll do it like this direction. So I'll give a moment for everything to be deleted right now. So eventually, if I do stick around about here, we have to kind of kill off that one, that one, that one, and that one, and do some underpasses, which will make this even more walkable. But I'm going to redirect that right now. So how I'm going to do it is, I'm going to quickly, I'll pause the game while I do it. Right, delete that back to here, just to give us a fair bit of space to kind of create the bend in. So I'm going to get it to kind of come down here, bend into that one, and then go out that way. So the one coming this way connects up, then could potentially cut through and have an end stop just there to kind of create a diagonal route, which will be perfect for us. See? Thinking ahead. Always thinking ahead right now. So if I delete this coming down, so I'll keep the stop in there for just a second. Oh, do you reckon it'll be worthwhile having like maybe a stop just here? If I dropped it just there. So just to kind of cover these guys in this area. Again, more connectivity. Why not? Why not? And so I'll delete back a bit more. So that won't be deleted, but I need that for the... I need to keep that for a minute just so I can move the stops in it. So for the metro, underground... This is where we now rely on our connection tool. So there to there, this one should be pretty straightforward. There's a slight bend on it, but it's pretty straightforward. Then from here to there to... If I can select the end of it. Why can't I select the end of it? Is it because the buildings are in the way? That's a weird one, isn't it? Why can't I select the other end? So click on the node to change direction. Double click the center. I can't get that other... That's amazing. Right, okay. Right, no skin off our nose. Because I can do it like that. It'd be hilarious if no, there we go. I say it'd be hilarious if I can't select the other end at that point then. Right, so that's maximizing the bend as much as possible. So I know they're quite close together, but there's nothing in this area again. So that's kind of perfect. So from there to there, we'll get that connection now up and running. So playing to the advantages of the bend, beautiful. And it also allows me, potentially, if I wanted to run another couple of lines in a couple of different directions, we kind of got it there. So we got to bring and drag these stops right now. So drag this one over to here. Drag that one over to there. Thus then creating 2 more stops on this station. So now I can technically pull it back into play mode. And it's as if nothing changed. It's as if nothing changed. We have a stop here, which kind of picks up a lot of people too. Handy. But then this one is going to connect that stop to that stop here. So that's going to be pretty cool too. So I can now officially delete you. By doing so, I would have made like a little bit of a mess in a few of these little areas. So a little bit of shopping. Throw it down. Nice. And leave it to that. There's a couple of buildings there that will eventually delete. And I've created this little open area. So for now, we'll just kind of fill it with trees. Yeah, we'll fill it with trees just for now. Okay, very good. So we're going to have a stop here. Again, I don't know what this area is going to be just yet. So do I just create the exact same one I created in the hopes that maybe we might have... I mean, we got a tier 2 level here. But I want it to go in the same direction. So, yeah, like I said, I could do it... where is it? Where is it? Like this. For the sake of it. But I don't know what this area is going to be. Whether it's going to be more industrial or maybe we kind of slowly come out into more suburbs. That I would need something as drastic as that. But I want this because of the diagonal station. I mean, I could, if I dropped it in. Right. Looking at the lines, I could maybe run a line going this way. I could kind of connect into other places and have multiple connections. There's always that potential. You know what? I'll do it for the potential. I mean, I've put it on the corner now, but eventually it might kind of go in a bit. You just never know. So for now, it should be fine. So let's get these connections back up and running, boys. And we'll go for the middle one. Because you never know if I want to use the outer sides for anything else. So there to there. We'll maximize the bend. Just simply like that. I've got to lower that section in the canal. So there to there. And to there. So try and maximize that bend as much as possible. There we go. And then this middle one here will then connect. And we know it's going to work because we've tried it at the airport. To here. Oh, I'm on the wrong side over here as well. To there. And again, maximize the bend. There you go. So I could end it there. Or I could even potentially kind of continue it. But we'll definitely end it at that station. Unless I ended it at this bus hub one. But then again, if I did it there, they could have quite easily turned off there and gone this way in exchange. So that one there at least keeps on this line to kind of make them go in that direction if needs be. So yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. So where it now ends at this station, this is actually quite a long little run, isn't it? It's now going to end... Oh, right. Oh, I kind of clicked off, didn't I? Alright, let's try that again. Right, move the stop into... Yeah, it has to be on that side because it comes back out. So each one it kind of bypasses through right now, we add a stop. So this one's going to be pointless, but I have to pull it here anyway. Because we'll eventually have something connected there. And then this one where we would have got everybody kind of away from it. there's one now in. So, I mean, maybe eventually it loops back around. I don't know. It is quite a long little run. But it connects everybody, and that's really, really important. That's really important for us, that it connects everyone. So we should start to see, wow, yeah, a lot of people using this. So you get a lot of people initially using it anyway, but everyone who had to, you know, leave the line that I deleted to then transfer onto this new line that I've now created, you're going to get that issue anyway. But yeah, a lot of people. It's what I like to see. Eventually, we'll do an overhaul of the whole metro network and add more trains and delete trains where we need them. Now, as the population is still increasing, we're still getting people moving in. This is why I don't want to solve the traffic just yet. Because we started with 300,000. We've had an extra 15,000 people move in since the start of the episode. So this is why I don't want to do traffic issues just yet. Because I don't know whether they're still moving in, which I know they're still moving in, versus we actually have an issue. Now, I still think it's pretty early for flights to land, just because I've had it pause the majority of the time building that metro network. So this will be kind of cool to see then. So also this station now becomes quite a nice little hub too. I don't expect to see anybody using this one. I mean, here's the station. I mean, if anyone using this, it's got to be from like over here, right? But then again, that's closer, but it depends how they want to look at it. So again, interested. That'll be used quite nicely. And obviously this one down here, where is it? The bus metro hub thingy is the end of the line. End of the line, boys. So yeah, very good. Very good, very good, very good. Impressive. Very, very impressive. So we got some garbage issues then. We still need to sort those garbage issues out. I could add in some large recycling centers. Just because they are zero pollution. They do create noise pollution, but you place them in industrial areas. I need one around here, don't I, to be honest with you? But it's like, how do I do it without ruining the natural beauty? What I could do here is road across, and then just add in a couple just here. So if I do it to there to kind of leave that 2 gridded zoning, so 2 just there in the industrial section, that will slightly increase our kind of output. Do need a fair few more, to be honest with you, you know, no questions about it. So 1 there, 1 there. Our row of garbage stuffs. We have a load over here, which is good because it's near the highway connection. We'll drop a couple in just here then. So 1 there, 1 there to mimic. Can't get one on the corner. It's a bit too close. So that puts us at the high end of the orange, almost into the green, which is really good to see. So until I mean, I will have to eventually. I got like a nice little industrial demand right now, so we'll have to kind of utilize that. And when I build that new area, I can put the garbage stuff in, so that wouldn't be a problem. So sweet, mate. So many people still moving in. It's unreal how many people are still moving in right now. We're still feeling the effects of the super demand mod, even all this time later. It's crazy. 189 people now using it. I love this one because you can see, like, you know, all these different layers and levels, and you actually see people using them too. I love that. That's gotta be my favorite station. It just has to be. Right, has it been long enough right now to see a plane land? Oh, we missed out. Wait, is that departing? It's taxiing. So yeah, it must be leaving the area. Oh, is that a plane landing now? Here we go, guys. A plane is landing. So we know it works. We officially know it works. Landing and taking off. Buttered the landing right there. Beautiful. Sweet, mate. So that works. As always, it needs garbage facilities. When doesn't it? Run freaking doesn't it right now? But I think we've done pretty good. So we've extended the metro network on this side, which has been really, really handy for us. So hopefully that will reduce the traffic side of things. I've got to go through all of this and make sure that we've got enough trains on these lines, because some of them are extended, but they still remain to have the same amount of trains on the line. So it might be a case I might have to add an extra 1 or 2. Anybody using this is interesting. 5 people apparently using this. Yeah, there's a couple of people waiting. Does anybody get off the train? No. Miraculous how people want to use this. I have no idea why. But things are looking good anyway, guys. Things are starting to look pretty decent for us. We've got a ton of cash money moving on the bank. We've got population that is still slowly growing. I won't touch the traffic issues just yet, but it kind of gives me hope that I can continue building brand new areas as we do have the demand. We got a lot of people here, and I'm kind of got to keep on top of the public transport because, again, I will get traffic issues for days. I got planes are landing, planes are taking off right now. The airport is slowly working. It's just leveled up to level 2. We'll see how this goes as time goes on, and hopefully we can eventually make it turn a profit. That would be nice. It is the major airport in the area. We'll redesignate all this kind of stuff, make it look pretty good. We have got a lot of exciting things to look forward to when it comes to the Foolsopolis right now. But until next time, I will see you all soon. So, good.